Millie mod on there or no?
Let's go see if we're live. Yo, 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 it's your boy Maki.
It is Prince Kane. What's good, y'all?
And we coming at y'all with a whole new flavor. Kane, is the screen
No,
still
yeah.
frozen for you or can you
Nah,
see me?
it's fine now. It's working perfectly.
Okay, bet. Y'all know how we do, man. We gotta make sure the stream is up, gunning and running. So give
Yes,
us a
sir.
second. Oh, it looked good. It looks good. Okay. Kane, if you could, man, go in the group chat and tell everybody we're live. But yeah,
Yep.
you already know what time it is, man. We coming to you live with this game. Uh, we got a lot of topics to talk about, as if you haven't already seen in the bio or description or the title. You know what the fuck I'm saying? Yeah, go read that shit, man. We got a lot of shit to talk about. And
Yep.
shout out to the mods in the chat. Make sure you guys keep this a friendly environment. Um, and if you want to come in here and say something stupid, yeah. We just gonna immediately hit hi user.
I just sent it to the wrong person. My bad.
Yeah, but we in here like swimwear, you heard? So we finna start this in a minute. I'm in here doing a live stream knowing damn well I got a basketball tournament in how long? What, 5 hours? But hey,
uh,
we here for y'all. We going crazy. Kane's up past his bedtime, but we going crazy. We had to figure out this technological issues, you heard? And this man's in a
yeah.
Jedi cave temple right now. He's with Luke Skywalker, as you can see. He's chilling. Chilling like a villain.
Yep.
But yeah, we're gonna let this group chat get to this. We're gonna let this message get to this group chat so we can get them in here, and then from there we're gonna be running and gunning.
Yep. I just told him too, so they better come through.
But to everybody, I did a poll earlier. My nephew at the gym, he was being a head ass, and he said that Cane's was better than Zaxby's. So if you have Zaxby's in your location, if you could do me a favor and you're watching this video at a later date, leave below in the comment section what you think is better, Cane's or Zaxby's.
I gotta tell you, Zaxby's is where it's at.
Zaxby's is where it's at. I was trying to tell him. He said it's like a low budget Cane's. First of all, it's cheaper than Cane's. Second of all, it's like, in my opinion, it's like Chick-fil-A, Wingstop, and Cane's combined. You get way more
Nah,
variety.
it's like if Chick-fil-A and Wingstop had a child.
Yeah, facts. I'm gonna go send this shit to the chat too.
Yeah.
How's the audio sound, by the way? You want to play it on your phone real quick? Just make sure that we're straight. I would hate to be. I'd hate to act like the only.
It sounds perfectly. It sounds pretty good on the phone on the stream.
I would hate to be.
It sounds perfect. So, yeah.
All right. So without further ado, we are going to start this off, guys, and we got a lot to
Also,
talk about.
I just want to say if y'all notice that my headphones are different, it's because my headset took a shit on me last night. It had a stroke.
You want to tell them a quick story about what happened while we were playing Cold War?
Yeah, bro. I was doing ass, bro, because there was nothing but people camping, and then my controller decided to have a stroke and said that I didn't have a headset connected when it was plugged in. So I got mad. So I guess the way I pulled it out real quick, it broke the
Pause.
headphone jack. Shut up. It broke the headphone jack, and now the headphone jack is stuck in my controller. So now I got to get a whole new controller and headset because now the dumbass wants to think that I have a headset plugged in.
It just seems like bro can't catch a break. I had the same thing happen to me though during a 2K tournament. If you guys don't know, I used to competitively play
Oh,
2K,
dude.
and that was bad times. But anyways, I lost in a tournament, and I ended up throwing my remote across the hotel room, and the fucking jack broke inside the remote and got stuck, and I was heated, man. Because you couldn't hear anything out the TV and you
Yeah,
can't talk, so everybody thinks that I'm being
yeah.
a fucking sore loser. Little do they know my remote just flew into the fucking
It
stratosphere.
had a
It's
stroke.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a stroke, so yeah, guys. But we here live, and your boy Maki rocking the 2017 specials. Had these since 2017. That broke down as fuck. But they're collectors at this point. We gonna get some new headphones soon, but you know what they say: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, the shit is broke, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And the first thing that we're gonna talk about is Kane. What the fuck do you think about these Vine goofies that we grew up with turning
Man,
into drill rappers that are talking about grabbing guns and killing people? For
I
instance, we
think
got your boy Wings, man.
I think what happened was they was all lit and shit when Vine was popping. They were all famous on there until Vine died, and I feel like they just decided that they were gonna do whatever they could to keep their fame and their clout. And so now they're out here just doing whatever gets the people's attention the most.
Guys, I'm gonna show y'all what this dude that is now a gangster rapper, Mr. Sharky, that'll apparently pull up and kill you and hit you with a stick. I'm gonna show y'all what he looks like, and I'm doing it the ghetto way because next time we'll have an overlay with an additional screen so you can see the videos. But
We
for
just didn't have
today,
the time to set it
yeah,
up
nah.
tonight.
For today, we being ghetto, so I'm gonna show y'all what this man that's apparently a hitter looks like. Oh, you can't see that. Oh, you can't see that.
Hold on, let me try it online.
That was a fail. Yeah, that's what he looks like, man. He's so bright you can't even see his ass.
Let me see if I can.
Yeah, we definitely
Show
gonna set up
y'all.
that additional screen for the overlay. I really thought that would work. I don't know why.
Will that work?
No, you can't see it. This is the green screen.
Well, hold on, let me turn my green screen off real quick.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure if y'all haven't already
That
liked the
worked.
video. Yeah. Look at this dude.
Oh, you can't even really see it.
But we'll show y'all another day, man. But
Motherfucker.
basically, he looks like a hammerhead shark, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden, he's a rapper that'll kill you and pull up and hit you with the thing. And you already got Kane's opinion on it. My opinion personally is that it's obviously out of desperate, because if you came onto Vine as a
Desperation.
comedian and a clown,
Yeah.
I don't think you can just one day wake up and transition to a killer. And also, Wings, no one believes you. No one believes you, buddy.
Nope.
So you might as well stop it. Just cut it out. You might as well go back to the shit that you used to do, like I eat that ass like sweet and sour songs, like that weird ass shit. That shit was funny. But me looking at you rap like that, brother, you do
This
look like a
shit's
shark.
not
I like
it.
your new rap name, but I do not believe that you'll pull up with a blick, and no one believes it. No one's gonna buy those records, dude. No one. So turn that shit off.
That shit is not it.
But do what you want to do at the end of the day. I'm just a motherfucker talking, but I'm not rocking with the Wings. I grew up with you, and I'm not rocking with the transition.
Nope. What do you think about
The youth don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, for real. But what do you think about Welvin the Great and the shit that happened to him?
I think it's honestly a sad story, and it just goes to show you that people will be all amongst around and down for you whenever you're at the top of your game. But when everything falls short and that money's not there and that attention isn't there, you'll see what happens. And who knows, there might be people close to Welvin that are trying to get him on the right track, but he seems like he's lost. Because maybe the
Yeah.
person that he was portraying to the internet is never who he wanted to be. And maybe maybe he has nothing to show from that. I mean, you see him on the streets getting beat up and robbed and stuff. Apparently, he's ran away from home. It just looks like the guy's lost. And honestly, bro, I got to pray for him because it's a sad story. At one point, this was the most viral person on the internet with the D's nuts thing,
Yeah, for real.
you know? But I don't think you should be wandering around like that. He looks like he's disabled, bro. Like, why would a disabled person not be having their family? And your family's saying he's grown, he ran away. Bro, you have to understand that a disabled person, they're never going to be as mature as an able-bodied, well-raised, like,
Right.
regular, you know what I'm saying? Like, regular,
You're right.
internally.
They're not
nothing
going to be able
wrong
to
up here.
make. They're not going to be able to.
So they have to have caretakers.
They're not going to be able to make the proper decisions for
They
themselves.
can't make the right decisions, bro. They literally, like, in their brain, there's something going on. So I don't think it's
That's why
right for the
it's-
family to
yeah.
be letting him be out and
Your family is fucked for
out and
that.
about like
honestly.
that.
I don't.
And
I don't
everybody
give a
that
damn.
was around Welvin the Great eating off of his success, they're not around now. And that just goes to show
Yeah.
you, watch your circle before they hurt you. Because like your man Hassan Campbell would say, because look at him right now. He's out stranded and alone. I currently don't know what he's doing to this day, but I can reckon it's probably some of the same stuff I saw last time.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But another topic, man, I want to talk about Dewberry and Charleston White. Now, I know you don't know a lot about Dewberry. I've shown you a couple things about Charleston White. Charleston White has been making headlines like he always has, but recently he made Soulja Boy. They came out with a song. He said, 12 boys came out in them skinny pants, hit him with the mason, sent his ass right back to that minivan. Listen,
Yeah.
if you all by yourself and 12 people walk up to you, but before they walk up to you, they come out of a van and start tying their shoes, nothing good could be coming out of that. Nothing good could be coming out of that. So to people that are saying Charleston White is a bitch for Mason Soulja Boy, you're just on the internet talking, bro. Because I don't care what weapon you have, whether it's knife or pepper spray, mace, whatever the fuck you have. 12 people coming up, the percentage of you winning in a fist fight
is
Zero.
slim to none.
You're
I tell
not
you that.
any of these Jet Li, Jackie
I was
Chan.
about to say,
No.
not even if you jet lead, then yeah, but nah.
But what would you have done in that situation? Would you have done the same
I'd
thing?
have done the same damn thing.
And you're lucky, to me, bro. They're lucky Charleston White didn't have a gun.
Oh yeah, he would. I feel like he would have opened fire and started popping caps in their asses.
So what you guys have to understand is something that I agree with Charleston White. I see a lot of things I don't like on the internet, but you cannot let someone's words on the internet trick you out of your freedom or your life. So whatever somebody negatively says about you, for instance, I get negative comments every day, all types of comments, disrespectful
Hmm.
things, from people on the metaverse, but I cannot allow that to trick me into saying or taking action in a manner that's going to get me incarcerated or to become a hump in the ground, as Dewberry would say. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
You can't allow
Yep.
someone to cause you to emotionally react that is going to completely change your livelihood. Um, and I think that a lot of the youth needs to hear that because more and more the killers ain't old no more, bro. The killers really be 25 and under. They be
Yeah.
young. They be young out here killing because we're so emotionally, we act so quickly on our emotions. And I think social media plays a huge part in it because it
Most definitely.
harnesses our emotions all the time. We
Yeah.
hold all these emotions in because they're suppressed because we're getting positive reinforcement from the dopamine that is put into these algorithms. So we're always seeing what we want. So we really never get a chance to release the negative emotions in a healthy way because we're overstimulated with positive. Because like I said, the algorithms aren't going to show you the bad of what you like. It's only going to show you more and more of what you like. So you never
And
get a
not
way to release. So you're always technically really on fucking edge.
and not only that, I feel like with that, you don't learn how to take um uh you don't learn how to take anything negative in a good way with all that going on.
Yeah, you
And
take it
so with
0 to
when that
100
happens,
real quick.
when that happens, because people aren't used to having anything negative happen to them and being able to be like, all right, okay, this happens, so I need to move differently. No, they're not used to that, so they emotionally react in a bad way because they're not used to it, because it's new to them.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. But man, I appreciate people like Charleston and Dewberry. Now Charleston, he says the most crazy things. Like he said when he originally didn't used to speak like that, no one paid attention. No one was coming to the community gatherings. No one was trying to improve anything. They ignored him because, to be honest, everybody says they want positivity, but if everything was all positive, no one. A lot of people wouldn't like that. They would not be okay with complete peace. They want chaos. So there are a lot of agents of
Yeah,
chaos out there. So no one paid
yeah,
attention. But now that he's dissing dead rappers, which I personally won't do, dissing dead rappers, dissing whole ass gangs, all types of shit to get attention. But when he sits down in front of these big platforms like Say Cheese, academics, he tells you the truth about incarceration rates, what's going on, how the black people are killing their own, what these rappers did, how they were dissing dead kids in their songs. Like he's exposing the rap industry,
right.
and he's also exposing that it's lame as hell how these dudes come out of prison and they act as if it's an accomplishment versus telling you what the fuck really goes on in those prisons. Bro, Dewberry
Yeah,
was talking about in a video earlier that he was literally fucking picking cotton in fields in prison. And he said that a white, I forgot what they call him, warden or something, told him, I did something
prison
that the
wards.
police can't do. I made Bloods and Crips work together because they have their ass out there picking cotton and cutting grass taller than them. But they don't talk about that. When people come out, they glorify prison. So these dudes that are catching bodies and shit like that, they think that they going into a smooth situation. When a lot of them, just because you kill someone don't make you a gangster. A lot of these dudes are going
Yeah.
into jail and becoming somebody's bitch and giving up that pussy. But you're not getting that. You're not getting that
I saw that
reality.
boy pussy for Zuzus and where you gonna be some bitch.
You're gonna be somebody's bitch, bro, and you're gonna be sitting in there, and you're gonna start. The more and more as time goes on, if you're a weirdo, if you're a punk, you're gonna start seeing dudes as girls, and you're gonna
Yeah,
start turning weirder and weirder as the day goes on, bro. Around men, you gotta
yeah,
tell a man, hey, bro, I'm finna shit, look away. Like imagine having to do things like that, or imagine not wanting to go to sleep because you don't know what bro might try to do to you, or a nigga throwing poo poo at you, or throwing, the shit that we heard from Rico Reckless and the other
I
nigga
was
in the
about to
interview.
say,
Tell
what
him
did
a
that
little
one
bit
dude?
about that
What
shit.
did that one dude say it was? Where he put what in the sock?
He put shit, cum, earwax, toothpaste, all types of shit, and they had the bitches of the pod put them together.
And didn't they knock? Didn't they? Don't they knock somebody out with it?
Yeah, and then once they knock you out with it, because they'll tell you to give something. If you don't give it, they'll throw it at you. And then they'll beat your ass. And then everybody in the prison cell will come and spit in your, you know what? They will spread your cheeks and spit in your ass. Oh, I already said it. Sorry, YouTube. Just imagine something like that happening, especially if you have
Mm-mm.
kids at home. Like,
Mm-mm.
how would you come out as a
Bro,
man?
I wouldn't. I don't think I would have my manhood anymore if something like that happened. And the only way I'd be able to get it back is by whooping whoever's ass that did that to me.
But 9 times out of 10, it's never a 1v1 in prison. But you're not
Uh-uh.
getting this reality. You're getting a reality is, yeah, man, I went in there and stood on my 10, bro. Yeah, woo, 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 woo.
I feel like the reason why they do that is because that's part of the agenda that the secret societies they want you to push. They want them to push so that people become more destructive than constructive.
But listen here, homie. Dewberry went in there and did 18 years. Never did
Mhm.
anything gay. Like, or nothing weird. But he came out and told the truth of what was going on. And he's not
Right,
glorifying it. He said that shit is not cool. He said
right,
he don't
no,
even like when people call him OG. He said, I'm a man. You know what I'm
right. But
saying?
no, I'm talking about the people that
Oh,
go
no,
in
no,
there
no.
and come
Yeah.
out glorifying it.
Yeah, like that shit has to stop. And basically, man, I just want to say, if y'all haven't already, go check out Dewberry and Charleston White. They give a lot of game. Dewberry, OG Dewberry. Shouts out to Dewberry if you see this video, fam. He be giving out a lot of game, man, and y'all need to go listen. And like I said, don't
Yep.
allow someone's words on the internet to trick you into losing your freedom or your life. And in person, if you going around an environment that constantly is having you on edge of emotionally reacting, remove yourself. Because it's
Yep.
only a matter of time before we respond. It's in our nature, bro. You really can't. You can only with the internet. You can easily run away from it. In real life, it's a way harder situation. You just gotta know how to move.
Yeah.
Like
When you
if you,
see certain shit, you gotta learn immediate. You gotta learn like that how to move differently.
yeah. But man, now we're gonna talk about. I had Kane brought up to me earlier about Mr. Gavin Newsome, and apparently, what's going on with that?
Yeah. So let me pull up this article real quick. I guess he told Hollywood to stop filming in Oklahoma, Georgia, and a few other red states. Let me see. Oh, I got fat ass thumbs.
He said you said in that pussy for zuzus and wham-whams. But yeah. Make sure if y'all in the stream, like this video, and if you're watching this video later on, make sure you like this video. We gotta get this content out. We giving y'all content on a daily basis now. Me and Kane did have a whole schedule. Fuck that. We giving y'all content every day. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. You already know.
Yeah. So this is what it is, right? And this is. I feel like this is the dumbest shit ever. He says California Governor Newsome asked Hollywood to stop filming in conservative Georgia, Oklahoma after abortion ruling. How much of a bitch you gotta be just because of one fucking law that passed? Now you're gonna be like, oh no, we're not gonna do this, we're not gonna do that. Like, bro, save the fucking children. I don't give a damn what nobody thinks. My body, my choice. No, shut your bitch ass up, bro. Save the fucking children. But let's see here. California Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom called on the Hollywood film industry to bring back production moved to Oklahoma and Georgia amid pandemic lockdowns and rising crime, criticizing the Republican-controlled states over policies against abortion in a new ad published in Variety. The full page spread paid for by the Newsom campaign is titled "Hollywood: Your Values, Your Choice." California is the best place in America to create for 100 years. We've been the home for storytelling and storytellers. Together, we built a creative community that includes unrivaled cast, crew, craftspeople, infrastructure, and technology, robust tax credits, and other incentives. The best culture, the ad says. Most importantly, we share your values. So now it's time to choose. And that's all I'm going to read from the article right now, just simply because it's a long ass article. I don't want to take up too much time on the stream just on this one topic. What do you think about that?
I think that it just goes further to show you that these people swear to run their organizations as a democracy, but it's really a dictatorship. And
Yeah.
they're like, you're gonna believe what I'm gonna believe, and these states, if they don't do what I want them to do, well, I'm taking my ball. It's like that little weak ass kid that comes to a basketball court, and just because he's at the basketball court and he's getting his ass busted, instead of getting better, and no one's hurting his feelings, he's just getting outplayed. or they're
Yeah.
playing a certain way that he doesn't like. They're playing team ball. He's playing solo ball. He loses. And he goes, takes his ball and he goes home like a little bitch. He's a sore loser. And
If
that's
you
just,
want to play one on one, I'm gonna take my ball and go home. Looking
yeah,
ass.
yeah. So that's what they're doing. They took his ball and went home like a little bitch. So Holly whack. It doesn't really surprise me. But
No.
they're just being Holly
But
whack.
but at this point though, would anything really surprise us with all the shit that we've seen?
Nothing surprising.
Yeah.
There's no more surprises, man. I think surprises stopped happening to me after COVID. Like after COVID, nothing surprised me.
Yeah.
But it's crazy, man. But we ain't tripping. We don't need y'all motherfuckers anyways. This is my Hollywood. This is my Holly. This is my Holly. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. This is my version. I don't need big cameras. I don't need none of that shit. But man, I am trying to get on a TV show though. So Netflix, if you're watching, man, let's get this shit going.
Shit.
But I'm not conforming to any of your agendas.
Nah, maybe one day when if we get up there, we can make our own show.
That'd be crazy. Imagine we get on a show like something like Stranger Things.
That would be crazy. But so moving on, what do you think about Kia calling out Beyonce for her Renaissance album?
So why did they call him out?
So it says
Call her out. My bad.
It says Kia has been heavily criticizing, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name or not. I'm not sure. Heavily criticizing Beyonce following the recent release of her new album Renaissance. In a video doing the rounds online, the My Neck, My Back rapper blasts Bey's latest body of work and claimed the former Destiny's Child singer is trying to put a spell on everyone with the album. Is this bitch trying to put a spell on everybody in the world, including the children, with this tired-ass album? Kia says at the start of that clip. We've been on lockdown for 3 damn years, and this is all you could come up with? Kia's voodoo-filled rant, which hears her refer to Renaissance as a flop, also includes her calling Bey out for stealing a Kilo Ali sample, referring to the track America Has a Problem, which samples the Atlanta rap pioneer's 1990 track Cocaine, America Has a Problem. Oof.
The way that I feel about it is Beyonce, I had a huge crush on her when I was younger. Like, I simped for Beyonce.
I think everybody did.
I liked her voice is beautiful. She's very talented. But I think that she's too agenda driven for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like the music that she gives us anymore is Beyonce. Like, if you listen to her older shit, like songs like Halo and shit, those were literal musical bodies of art. But I think that wherever the agenda lies, she is now conforming to making music surrounding these topics.
Yeah.
To pretty much push the narrative. And I think by her doing that, it's very disingenuous to her core audience. Because what she has to understand is, as she's getting older, so are her fans. And her fans don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear about throwing it back like a thotty. They don't want to hear about, and I'm not going to even say some things they don't want to hear about, but you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You can tell it's forced. It's like me getting in the studio trying to make music about something that I don't believe in. You're going to be able to tell. Or if I get in the studio and I start dissing people, dissing dead rappers and stuff like that, it's corny, it's cringy. Or I start trying to go in there and pull a Lil Nas X route and start saying I'm sucking the devil and all that weird shit. It's just not appealing. No one...
Right.
You gotta think about your audience. The reason Lil Nas X fans are gonna listen to that, because guess what? Old Town Road primarily was targeted to kids. So most of his fans are still kids, which is why they're not like, oh, hell no, turn that off. They're still trying to figure out what they like. But think about it. Beyonce's fans are in their late 30s or 40s. They do not want to hear throwing it back like a thotty in the club. So Beyonce...
Yeah. I know, I sure as hell.
And then why would you be stealing a sample if you're a billionaire? Why wouldn't you just clear the sample and pay for it? That's a pretty rookie move, Beyonce.
Yeah, honestly though, like me being in my 20s, I don't even like listening to that type of fucking music. It just, it is not my cup of tea at all. I never really
Throw it
liked
back, Kane. Throw it back.
Fuck no. Like, I don't even like going to clubs like that, honestly. It's just not me.
Yeah. So, Beyonce, man, you waited all that damn time just to put out a... Man, come on, man. You gotta stop listening. B, that ain't it. You have a beautiful voice. Use it to make masterpieces. You know, artists like Rihanna, she comes out and she drops classics. Rihanna drops classics. Taylor Swift, whatever you say about her, she comes out and she drops classics. Yeah, she's always dissing her most ex-boyfriend in every song that she does. But it's not like She's not like, yeah, so I'm in the club twerking on my ass. But like, no, Taylor Swift keeps it
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. But that's just me though. Do what you want, Beyonce. But I think that's what separates uh,
The artist from the
an artist from a legend.
yeah,
Michael Jackson, legend.
yeah.
Um,
But
regardless of what he did, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the music. Regardless of what he did or did not do, let me say that. But the music, very consistent, and it was messages that Michael Jackson believed in. So we believed in it even more, and not even we because we weren't alive, but the generation before us, they still talk about Michael Jackson to this day because of the power in
yeah.
his songs. Beyonce, no one's gonna talk about this Rena Not album ever again. But on to the next topic, man.
So, what do you think about this blackout challenge on that was going on
I think
TikTok? I
whoever
don't think
created
it's
it needs to
going
black out for
anymore.
life.
Yeah. Um, this was an article posted on May of this year. It says Archie Battersby's family loses bid to keep son on life support after he tried TikTok blackout challenge. Family of a 12-year-old boy who has been on life support since April has lost their bid to prevent doctors from withdrawing the life-sustaining support. 12-year-old Archie Battersby was found unconscious in his home after his mother believes he attempted the TikTok trend known as a blackout challenge, where users hold their breath as long as they can, often until falling unconscious. Battersby has been on life support at the Royal London Hospital since April, but his family has been fighting to move him to hospice so he can die with dignity. Many children have lost their lives because of the blackout challenge videos that continue to spread, and Battersby is far from the first. And I heard that it was 7 kids that died from this stupid bullshit. Like, what the fuck? Y'all know what you're doing. Y'all know what your targeted demographic is, and y'all are literally encouraging kids basically to commit suicide. What the fuck?
Man, I just can't.
Come on now. Where's the accountability at, bro? If I was ooh, dude, if I had the ability to, I would sue TikTok and have that shit taken down. Honestly, if they're pushing out that type of shit on TikTok for kids, nah. If it was up to me, TikTok would already be gone.
I just think they pick and choose what they allow and what they don't, depending on
Most
who's
definitely.
putting it out. Because you'll have someone that KSI, his body transformation video, literally was flagged on TikTok because they thought his chest was tits, but they'll allow they'll so he had to post it on Instagram. So, but they'll allow, the blackout challenge where the challenge is to hold your breath for as long as you can, which is basically like saying, just go off yourself. Um,
Or they'll
it's
allow
stupid. And
the
then these people
Benadryl
that are
challenge.
doing it, they have no repercussions. Their accounts, because I get that some of the people that are starting this are kids, but there should be repercussions, which means you should be IP banned, which means you'll never be able to create an account from any device again. And your parents there should be some type of penalty because
Oh, there needs to
there's
be.
blood on your hands, even if you don't think that.
Yeah.
These people died from it, and whoever started it, because the sheep that followed, that's one thing, but whoever started it, and it's like, okay, who told them to start that?
Yeah.
When there's a problem, you don't just start at the problem. You think about the root of the problem. And when you find the root of the problem, why am I doing this with the root? Because technically this would be the plant, this would be the root. But when you find the plant, okay, you go down to the root. The next question, who the fuck planted the seed?
Yep.
And I can tell you exactly who planted the seed.
Give me just 1 second, y'all. My bad.
The industry. No, I'm just playing. But someone planted that seed in these kids' heads. It wasn't just something that you come up with. And even if it was, like I said, someone should be penalized. So there should be penalty for this.
Oh,
It
yeah.
seems like we live in a society now where you can do things like this without virtually any consequence.
Yeah, because that's what they want. They want to spread more chaos. Now, I just noticed in the chat, Eli said uh, there was also a challenge where people were cutting themselves. Yeah, I read about that earlier. It was called the cutting challenge, I think,
Mm-hmm.
where you would take a piece of paper and literally cut yourself and show it on camera. But they don't want to allow KSI's fucking torso on there because I think it's tits.
They
Do
got
you
to get it
see?
together, bro.
Do you see the simple mindedness of the shit?
But what you guys have to understand is these platforms, there's not going to be any repercussions. So what you have to understand as an individual is, what is the goal of this platform on my conscience? And you have to understand that you need to be in control of your interaction with this platform, because next thing you know, you'll be guilty. That's what they do to, and mostly it's not the older people that are becoming guilty to this, but there are dumbass older people. It's
Oh
mostly
yeah,
the youth because they're so impressionable. So
yeah.
you have to think about it. What if you have kids? What are your kids watching?
Oh
Um,
yeah,
and if you have friends, what things are they showing you that they think are cool? And if they think those are cool, you need to sit down and have a talk with them. You need to
yeah.
check them. Even if you don't have to have a talk, bro, what the fuck is you showing me? Like, make them feel
See that?
stupid about showing you that, because nowadays people show people things that they think that are cool that are fucking weird. And every time that people do that to me, like someone goes, bro, look at this. Like, get that shit out of my, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Because then they'll think twice about showing me that bullshit next time. But if I
Yeah,
was like, yeah, bro, that's funny as fuck, we should try it. Now I'm encouraging. I'm encouraging. And I'm
yeah. And
polluting the
then
youth.
next thing you know, you're part of the problem too.
Next thing you know, you're part of the problem. Don't let peer pressure turn you into a fucking bitch.
No, have the strength to say no and turn the other cheek
But
and walk
man,
away.
speaking about that, I wish this, the son of this woman would have turned the other cheek, but apparently he didn't because he emotionally reacted. But
Oh yeah,
as Hassan Campbell would say, his snot box got rocked because a mother, she went up to McDonald's, right?
yeah.
She just wanted to get some fries. They gave her cold fries, which I'm not gonna lie to you. If McDonald's gives me anything wrong, and you can say whatever the fuck you want about McDonald's.
Or
I eat
any
it from time
fast
to
food
time.
or
I don't give a fuck
something.
what y'all think. But when I go to eat McDonald's, sometimes they'll rush your order, right? And I
Yeah.
worked in fast food when I was younger, so I know the sense of urgency and I know when people are bullshitting. So I'll tell them, yo, can I get fresh fries? And if I get my fries again and they're bullshit, I'll go around and I'll ask for fresh fries. If they fuck up the third time, I'm calling the manager. Now, there's some rude workers the next day because usually it's later, and if the manager doesn't handle them, I'm calling corporate. I'm that type of motherfucker, and I encourage you guys to be that type of motherfucker. Telling on someone because they're not doing their fucking job,
It's
guys,
not being a
you're not
snitch.
in the streets, so stop thinking you're snitching. Go up in the chain of command. But
Yep.
anyways, I'll go back around and I'll talk obviously upwards in the chain of command. But there's been times where there's rude ass workers that make me want to get out of my car and knock them the fuck out. Now, if someone was pissing my mom off and I'm in the vicinity, we all know how we feel about our moms. I'm pulling up immediately and I'm like, yo, what's good? What's going on? Can she get some new fries? I'm not going to immediately go up shit talk. I'm going to say, can she get some new fries? Depending on what they said.
Yeah.
But apparently the dude that was in the window started talking shit to her son that came in defense of his mom. And I guess he got so mad, which as an employee, guys, do your job and serve. No matter what the customer says, you cannot emotion react. First of all, because it's going to lose you your job. And second of all, you don't know what that customer has. You don't know what weapon they have. You don't know what they're going through. They might have just lost someone.
Yep.
And vice versa to the people coming through. If your order got wrong, let them know your order was wrong and if you can get something new. But don't do it in an asshole manner because let me tell you
Yeah.
something. You don't know what that worker's going through. So there has to be a symbiotic acknowledgement when it comes to that. But anyways, back to
Yeah.
my point. You should not be walking outside provoking someone. I don't care what they said to you. Because like I said, you don't know what they have. Come to find out, the kid, he pulls out a gun and he ends this person's life. And now he's incarcerated for standing up for his mother. And now this employee is dead for coming out and provoking her son. I think there could have been better accountability on both parts.
Oh yeah.
And man, you just gotta really analyze the situation, and you kind of feel bad for both sides because you could picture yourself being each individual. You can picture the worker being agitated with the customer. You can picture the customer being agitated with the worker. And it's like, damn, man, what would I have done in that situation? But when it comes to
I
your
know.
mama, you don't know.
I know what it's like being an agitated worker, because I mean, I only worked at fast food for like a month maybe, or like 3 months. I can't remember. It wasn't very long before I got the fuck out of there because I couldn't do it. But I will use this as an example, and I've told you this before. One time I was at work, me and my coworker, we were working in the the hygiene section. We were stocking the shelves, and there's these two drunk couples that were just being loud as shit. You remember this?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
me and my coworker, we were just laughing about it because it was funny, and they come out talking shit, saying that how they were gonna whoop our ass and all this other shit because we were making fun of them. And I'm just like, bro, we're just sitting here laughing like ain't nobody said nothing to you. And it's funny because this dude, and they were both crackheads by the way, but this dude, he literally walked past my coworker and walked straight up to me. I think because she was a female, or she was a female who only fought dudes in her life, and he was probably scared shitless of her. I don't know, but instead of me yelling back at him like, "Yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass. What's up? What's good, fool?" No, I just stood there and stared at him like, "What's good, bro?" And I started walking up to him, and this fool stopped in his tracks. And it's like, "Yeah, you don't want this shit." But you can, especially in situations like that, where you just cannot react emotionally. You can't just go off like. Now, if they throw the first punch or they start putting their hands on you first, that's a whole different story. You have every right to defend yourself. But when some people are just talking, they're just words.
And even if you ran out, um, if he tried to attack you and then you shot him, that's still self defense. But if
Yeah.
you immediately
But
pull out the pole unprovoked and you don't feel like your life's in danger, even then, if he's throwing a punch at you and you shoot him, I don't technically think
I
that would
feel
be
like
self
that's excessive
defense.
force.
Yeah, that's excessive force. But if you see him reaching or something, that's different. So let me reiterate that. If they walk up to you and it seems like they're trying to fight, your job, if you're scared to fight, if you can't fight, because a lot of you talk a lot of shit, but you can't really fucking fight. I can
Right.
fight. But a lot of you talk a lot of shit, but you can't fucking fight. Get away from the situation. Get in the car and
Yep.
go away. But if they keep chasing you after that, that's when you use that gun. That's what self-defense is for. But
Yeah.
what you just did, you won't be able to win a case in self-defense.
Right. But
Guys, you can't just use that gun as a bully.
nope.
Because there's a lot of you pussies out there that you use the gun for offensive. And you show off what guns you
Yeah.
have and everything. You show the enemy exactly what they want to see.
But I mean, why didn't dude just whoop the McDonald's employee's ass instead
For
of
his
just shooting
mom,
him
yeah.
like that?
His
bro?
mom
Like,
wouldn't want him to shoot him. Like,
like,
imagine the mom right now.
bro, I can't imagine what she's going through having to
And you
witness
can't
her
say,
son.
man, the mom shouldn't have told her son no.
No, I would have called my son in that position if I was in her position.
Yeah.
Like the fuck.
Yeah.
But like, why ain't he just pull up and like with a homeboy or something and just beat his ass or something? Why do you have to shoot him?
Yeah. Sucks,
It just
man.
goes to show you that this generation's
He didn't
first.
trick him. He let the devil win.
This generation resorts to violence as a first response.
Fatal violence, too.
They need to be more like the Jedi and use their weapons as a last resort.
Yeah.
And that goes for everybody too, not just our generation, but everybody as a whole.
That's a fact, man. And so on to the next topic. Britney Griner, WNBA player. You know, she got caught in an airport, I think, or something like that with some weed. In
Oh
Russia.
yeah, I heard about that.
Britney Griner. As what I've heard, I haven't done too much research on it, but I heard she was one who kneeled, you know, for the national anthem, and you know, she's a lot of anti this and whatever. But America's not coming to her defense right now. You got Joe Biden in office, and you guys love Mr. Brandon so much, but you know, Trump even got Kodak Black out of jail. Trump was able to get ASAP Rocky out of a jail that was in another country.
Wasn't he in
But
Sweden or some shit?
yeah, but guess what? We are in, I wouldn't say war times, but we're in tension times right now with Russia. And you think that Russia, who doesn't give a fuck or fear Biden, is just going to hand over someone. And then on another flip side, do you think that anybody underneath Biden is going to be pressuring him to get Britney Griner back when she was one who didn't, quote unquote, fuck with America? I don't really see it. It's like, it's hypocrisy. It's like, you shit in my cereal and then something happens to you and you expect me to come save you. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it's very unfortunate. You know, I don't wish prison on 9 years for some weed. That's crazy. But Britney Griner, you shouldn't have been playing basketball in Russia.
I hope they didn't send her to the gulag.
Yeah, and what's even more fucked up is the only way Russia will release her is if they do a swap for a convicted murderer and a fucking big arms dealer.
Well, I feel like if that did happen, they would go straight back to no good.
Oh, they would not even that. They would go. You know how much secrets and spying they probably been doing on the American government.
Yeah.
So it's like So you got someone who got caught for weed. They want to trade. You know, Russia's fucked up
Brittany,
when they want to trade someone who got caught for weed for a murderer and an arms dealer.
Brittany, you got yourself in a fucked up situation, girl. Now you're gonna have to pay the consequences.
It's very unfortunate.
That's your own dumbass
You
fault.
should not have been in Russia.
For
I don't care
real.
what's going
You,
on.
you, you know Russia and drugs is hella illegal.
But think about it. Imagine if you had a seatbelt violation in Russia. They probably on 10 just because of how they feel about America right now. Do you understand how much that we're sitting here and we're fucking backing Ukraine up? We're fighting another country's war so much that not physically on the ground with troops, but we're doing all this
We're
bullshit to
financial.
Russia. They're
Yeah.
like, you've been fucking us over, and now you want us to work with you. They're not fucking with it. Putin, you know that nigga. He ain't backing down.
Hell no.
He's hard headed as shit.
Especially not to Mr. COVID-19 twice
Nah,
in
he
a row.
doesn't respect Biden. Who does
Nah.
though?
I bet you if Trump were in office though, he'd be
You know
shitting
that
himself.
motherfucker Biden sitting.
You know he'd be
He's sitting in a
getting
bunker right now with COVID, watching SpongeBob. You know damn well
Hell
he is.
no. Trump is in office, Putin be on his knees begging his daddy not to do nothing to him. You know he would. He'd be like, "Yes, daddy, I'll give you Britney over right now.
It's
Let me suck
Britney,
you up too
bitch.
while I'm at it.
Britney, bitch. Nah.
Let me suck you up too while I'm at it."
But listen, man.
Or I'd be like, "Let me suck you up too while I'm at it."
This motherfucker's stupid, man. But listen, get this game, man. Get this knowledge. Knowledge of the day. Don't let nobody trick you out of your position. Bro, living life every day, waking up, whether you're working a job, taking care of children, pursuing your passion is a liberty and it is a privilege. Don't let someone trick you into incarceration because that's the goal of the oppressor. Or
Oh,
death.
yeah.
You don't want to be a hump in the ground.
Because once you do that, once you give into somebody else's control emotionally, you lose your freedom because now you're being controlled by that person.
And listen, you die doing chaos, you'll be in the lake of fire at the end of the day.
There's a saying, not a saying, but there's a passage in the Bible that Jesus said, I think, to Peter right before he was arrested, the night before he was crucified, when Peter grabbed his sword and cut off what's his name's ear.
Oh, one of the
Okay.
soldiers, the officers.
But Jesus said, no, he said, Peter, and this isn't exactly what he said, I'm just paraphrasing, but he said, he who lives by the sword dies by the sword. And that goes for everything. He who lives by chaos dies by chaos.
And there you guys have it. We're going to leave you with that. Thank you for tuning in.
Yep.
We had a great time with you guys. And Kane, what they got to do?
Make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, your mummies, your aunties, your grannies, and everybody else y'all know.
And until next time, we'll catch you later.
Like, comment, and subscribe too.
Maki